First, oh, we're live.
Here we go. We're gonna line up for assembly. We're gonna line up to play. We're gonna line up. We're gonna get it right today. We're gonna walk around the store. Show
Yeah, get it, Chris.
that we're the straight line. That's right, that's right, that's right, that's right, that's right, that's right.
La 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 la. Everybody. La la la
Look at it.
la 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 la. La 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 la. La.
Line up, line up, line up, line up.
And we are live.
Oh boy. Is Joe unmuted?
I can't unmute him.
Yes, you can.
Oh, Joe's muted. Always so.
Hello.
Hello.
All right, guys. Welcome to the first Line of Lads podcast. I'm Joe. Joined by Anthony,
Hi.
Christopher, and Cameron. Christopher has one article. Anthony's got about 6. I've got about 46. Cameron's still working on his first one.
I was
Alright.
I got it about
employed.
46.
My apologies.
All right, here we go. Where do you want to start, quarterbacks or receivers? We're going to do
Quarterback.
our rankings today.
Quarterback.
Let's go quarterbacks first because I'm still looking at receivers.
All right, I got to find my thing here. Okay, who wants to start us off?
I think favorite because he was far left.
I got, okay, hold on.
You can
number
go. It's okay,
one.
you know.
At number 1, all of us have Cam Newton, except for Cameron, who has Aaron
Except for
Rodgers.
Raj.
Raj, is there a reason why you picked Raj? Can you please verify for me?
I mean, he's the best quarterback in the NFL. So that's for starters. Should
Wasn't
get
last
Jordy
year.
Nelson back.
He was a 10th ranked quarterback last year.
Yeah, it was. I forgot that I won that slap bet, and I still have to slap you actually. But
It's true.
he's getting Jordy Nelson back. He should have a better run game. If his offensive line's healthy, he's still the best quarterback in the NFL. I think he'll be better than Cam Newton this year.
I think the only thing that's really different with Aaron Rodgers this year is Jordy Nelson. Do you agree?
And you got
I mean-
less. You
I
got
think Jordy Nelson is a pretty
a
big
thinner
deal.
Eddie Lacy at running back.
Is
they
he,
were
do we know he's going to be better? Like, he was a little overweight. He looked pretty fat to me. I don't know about you guys,
I mean, he may
think
look it,
back
but
to
he
this
lost
game.
like 20 pounds.
reportedly. Would you have him? You guys don't have him over Cam, though, so clearly.
No.
I mean, Cam
Where
is
do you guys
Cam.
have him? You guys have him ranked 2nd? I have him ranked 3rd.
Cam has like a floor of 6 rushing touchdowns. Which is
Exactly.
Both of them are going to be top 5, but aside from last year, every other year Rodgers has been healthy. He's been a top 2 quarterback in fantasy, so I think he's as safe as it comes.
I do think Jordy is a big help. Not just having Jordy, but like what it'll do for Randall Cobb too.
12 touchdowns for
Anthony,
Tom.
you're the resident expert on that topic. You wanna chime in on that?
Lineuplads.blogspot. Look for my name and you'll see a title of How Important is Jordy Nelson to Randall Cobb. Great read.
Great read. You won't regret it. All right, let's keep going. So then Cam Newton is our number 1 for a good reason.
I think they're the clear top 2.
He's primed for regression this year.
I mean, he's Joe's third.
He's my first.
No,
Rodgers?
Rodgers is his third.
Yeah, I Wilson.
You like Russ more than Rodgers. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of a toss-up, but
Care to explain?
if you look at Russell Wilson's like second half of last year, it was like absurd.
Yeah, because
Like,
that's
better
when-
than any stretch of games Aaron Rodgers has ever played, I think.
Really?
Cameron's gonna go off.
Really?
Really?
Do you remember
I'm just gonna take a little rest.
Last year
Yes.
for fantasy purposes, 18. Let me put this on me. 18 points after the bye. 18, 26, 35, 33, 32, 28, 21, 22. I don't think Aaron Rodgers ever had a stretch like that in his career.
in 2011, Aaron Rodgers played 15 games, threw 45 touchdowns, 6 interceptions.
Not bad. Not bad.
Not bad.
But
Well-
okay, we're good. This is beside the point. This is beside the point.
Well, Aaron Rodgers
Beside
had
the
one of the all-time great seasons, and you're comparing Russell Wilson's like best 6 games of his career. Oh,
I'm just saying, a
that's
stretch like that, I mean, that was, like, ridiculous. And the run game was not good. The offensive line sucked, which I think actually kind of helped him because it just forced him to throw the ball. So, I mean, I'm expecting Rawls to be better, obviously, but he averaged,
Or Christine Michael.
He averaged, like, 24, 25 points a game in the last 7 weeks. Like, he was
He
the
also
best
had a
quarterback in
stretch
fantasy.
of 35, 33, 32,
Like, that's unreal.
which is ridiculous.
So,
But look at before that. 16. He had
Yeah,
weeks
but-
of 16, 16, 17,
I want to see
12,
how many
14.
passes he attempted because I think they actually had I think they just started letting him run around and do shit because Marshawn Lynch went out.
He only
And their
increased
offensive
his
line
pass
sucks.
attempts by like 5%. He
How do you
didn't
know that?
start throwing the ball an absurd amount because I've looked at the numbers before.
You calculated the 5%
I did.
in your spare time.
That's
Yeah,
what we do.
I don't write any articles, but I when I was getting paid to go to work, I would do fantasy football research. So that's what I did in my spare time.
I think we should move on to number 3. Well,
So
we have
a consensus
number
top
4.
3 of
we have a
Newton,
consensus top 3.
Newton, Rogers, Wilson, whatever order you want to put them in. It's just pick your poison. Let's move on to 4.
You can't go wrong. Wait, where? I want to see where is Russ being drafted though. He's like the 40s, right?
He's right next to Rodgers.
He is.
I think
So,
that's- I don't know.
I guess
I don't agree with that. But
Okay, it looks like. Okay, here's my thing. It looks like you could have like Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson, or you could have like Devontae Parker, Emmanuel Sanders, Dante
No.
Moncrief.
not true at all.
Yeah, you can. That's where they're. That's where
Aren't they
they're right
going
around.
like 50?
They're 50, and then around them is the
What are you
guys
looking at?
around them are
Oh, they're
I'm looking at ESPN. Is that what you're looking at?
yeah.
Where
What are the guys right ahead of Rodgers? here?
is? I don't even see Rodgers.
I have Moncrief, Macklin, Deshaun Jackson.
Wait, what? Rodgers is going 24th on ESPN.
What? Okay, I have a way
What are you looking
different.
at? It's live
Three-
draft results.
Hold on.
When did that happen?
I'm looking
Did you
at
like me?
And Wilson's going
Fantasy-
31.
Football Calculator. You guys ever heard of that? No.
No.
Football
Yeah.
calculator?
ESPN
All
live.
right,
Wait,
well,
Joe.
I'm looking at Fantasy Football Calculator, and Aaron Rodgers is the 35th overall player, right next to C.J. Anderson, Sammy Watkins, Latavius Murray, Calvin, Randall Cobb, DeMarco Murray, Carlos Hyde.
Sammy Watkins is going at 35.
33. This is in a 12-team standard league.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Wait, Joe, can
Russell
you link
Wilson
me?
is going in the 5th round, so if you don't want
Yeah.
to reach for Rodgers, then I suggest you might want to wait on Wilson. I think Andrew Luck is being a little overdrafted at 49. But we've seen Andrew Luck finish as the number 1 quarterback, so if you think he's going to do that again, by all means, go
I
for
don't
it.
mind Andrew Luck at all. His defense is horrible. He's gonna
I
have
don't
to.
know. I thought he was going to be. I mean, I've been reading Roto World, and everything they say is that he's looked very average. And has he even played in the preseason yet? I don't even know. He hasn't done anything since last
He hasn't lived up to the
new
hasn't
offensive
lived up-
coordinator, right?
he hasn't lived up to the hype of being the number 1 overall pick, but you know he's going to be a volume passer, and that's what he was when he was number 1, and his volume is not going to go down. If he's on the field, he's going to throw the ball as much as almost
He had
anyone in
volume
the NFL.
last year, though.
And he was pretty good for a good stretch.
Pretty
If he
Was
didn't
he?
get hurt, he would have been good.
What was
Yeah.
Andrew Luck?
I mean, his overall numbers weren't good, but he put up good fantasy numbers when he was
And
playing.
he was hurt though.
He was
the whole
all
time.
right. He had
He was hurt.
17,
He had like
8,
a broken rib.
Yeah, he was playing through that.
16, 27, 23, 14, 21. Yeah, all right.
He had
Okay.
a
It's
broken
not
rib
that
too.
bad.
Yeah.
He's going to be a volume guy. I'm not saying he's going to be hyper efficient, but he's going to throw the ball. a
Where
lot, so.
would you take him in the
I wouldn't take him where he's being drafted
going at the
on
end of
fantasy. On Fantasy Football Calculator, he is in a 12-team league, he's the first pick of the 5th round, and I think that's a little high. He's going
Is
near
that 41?
It's 49. 12-team league.
Oh, okay, he's 41 on ESPN.
Yeah,
But
surrounded
then
by
again, Matt Forte is
Olsen and Matt
42,
Forte.
so people don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah, but like Jarvis Landry is right there. I'd way rather have him. Cobb is down there. T.Y. Hilton is right there.
Calvin,
I guess Calvin
Marco,
too.
Football Calculator is going right here.
Terry Mahill, Anthony.
What's going on in here?
Oh my
Oh
god,
my
get him
Oh
out.
my God, get him away.
What's going on in here?
Get him away.
I'm muting Anthony.
Does anybody like him?
Anthony is such a fucking loser. Alright, Anthony's been muted. Alright, let's continue. We're spending a lot of time on this. But we all agree that like after the top 3, Luck is like a clear tier down. What is that?
Yeah.
What is that noise?
It's going swimmingly. Anthony.
And we are
Yeah.
live.
Alright, so Luck, and then
I don't think Luck is that much lower.
I think
Yeah.
Luck's well worth the draft.
I have Breeze over Luck.
Really?
you. Yeah, so do
Mhm.
I.
I like Breeze
Yeah.
better.
I don't mind
Yeah,
Breeze at all.
yeah, me and you are the same. I have Palmer over Luck.
I like Palmer a lot. What is you're muted, dude?
Anthony, you're loud as shit. Is that him?
Nope. I think it's Cameron.
I don't think you ever changed my volume back down.
Yeah, I did.
Nope. Well, then I don't know.
Anyway, Luck. I have Palmer. I just have Palmer. I was looking at the quarterbacks, and I couldn't believe Carson Palmer didn't put up better numbers. Like they were so good at throwing the ball. Like they were like amazing. Like he had the highest yards per attempt in the league. He has like three of the best, probably the best receiving core, or like one of the best.
His
right?
numbers were really good.
They were good, but he only finished
He was
He
the
only
5th
finished-
best quarterback.
fifth. Okay, but like, look at his numbers. How many games over 20? 1, 2.
1, 2.
He was very consistent. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, like 7. It's about half.
There, he had 1, 2. He had like 3 weeks I wouldn't take. Maybe 4 weeks I wouldn't take.
But he had
He also-
he also had like no huge games. He had no games of
He
30.
had 28.
Okay, that one.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
He also
doesn't have, like,
didn't
the
finish
going
the
off
last 2
potential
games he
that Cam
played. He also didn't play the last 2 games fully.
Okay. Even still though.
Cameron
He broke his
Rodgers could go
finger in
off.
I think, what was it, the Philly game he broke his finger? And then he played the last 2 games, they blew out Green Bay, and then they got blown out by Seattle.
Dude, his
I mean-
lowest game was 16. That's pretty
Yeah,
crazy.
I feel like outside of Rodgers and Newton, that's what you're gonna get out of a quarterback.
No, he was. I think he's better than Andrew Luck because he's absurdly consistent. His lowest game was 16 all year. You're not going to get a game of 30. You got 128.
But with luck, you can.
I think
because-
John Brown
No, it
will be
just
better
depends.
this year too.
It just depends what you want. If you want a guy that can win you a week, but then might give you 8 points one week, then you take Luck. If you want a guy that's just going to be consistent, that's why I would definitely like err on the side of consistency.
Because Luck's gonna throw the ball a ton because the defense isn't good, and he has an aging running back in Frank Gore. So like they're gonna be down a lot and forced to throw the ball like the whole game. Where
That might not be the best thing though. Like
Where
everyone-
Carson
just 'cause he
Palmer
throws the ball
had-
doesn't mean he's going to be like efficient. You know, he might be. The defense is probably going to know he's going to. Why is Cameron muted?
He has to eat dinner.
The defense is going to know that he has to throw the ball. So I don't know. I don't think you can just say Luck's going to throw a lot. Therefore,
no,
he's
I'm
going
just
to be very
saying
good.
like
I
as,
think
as a quarterback, you're gonna want him to throw a lot, and Luck has that more of a running thing, which is
I think passing attempts are probably correlated pretty well to fantasy points.
Well, yeah. All right, you guys can write an article about that. All right, let's continue. All right, let's round this out. So Breeze, Palmer, we all of them are about the same. Bortles, I have him at 7.
I do too.
I have him at 10.
Maybe we should just do quarterbacks in this one because this is kind of long already. And we still have a lot of things to talk about.
There we go.
Bortles, Cameron has him at 11, but he had to go. Anthony, you have him at 10? Why is that?
You know, I just think
You don't know?
I think that they'll have some run. I just don't think that he'll come out the same.
What?
They had like before they had no running.
What did you say? Come out the same?
He just won't be the same.
What is
Really?
this? What are these noises?
I don't know, dude. This is a
You
fucking.
have a returning
This is a
1,000-yard
disaster.
running back, so they're gonna give him the ball. I mean, he's still gonna be really good, just not as good.
I don't know. I think he'll get better.
I mean, how many touchdowns did he throw last year? He threw a shit ton. I should stop cursing, shouldn't I?
He had 4 bad weeks. Okay, listen to this stretch. After the bye, 20-15-9. It's not that good, but then 22-32, 25, 23, 28.
And
the
then
last
3.
week,
I'm not sure.
3.
We'll just forget that last one.
Yeah,
Dude, that is absurd.
that's
I
like
mean,
really good. And
He threw at
what?
least one touchdown in every. I don't know what the hell happened that last game, but he threw a touchdown in every game before that. He had a 5-touchdown game against Tennessee. He has
And a
Allen
4.
Robinson. Julius Thomas was like hurt half the year.
Alan Hearns is good.
Of course, Allen Hearns.
Can't forget it.
And
They have a
Anthony's
better run game, I think.
Anthony's afraid of the running game, but I think that's definitely a good thing.
And then I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure his QPR was like 55. I don't think it was that high.
It's QBR.
QPR.
QBR.
Queens Park Rangers.
All right.
Okay,
He's
one
not gonna
other
come out the same.
Bortles,
Is way
another Bortles thought. His defense is definitely better.
That's not. I don't like. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I would say it's a bad thing
And his,
for him.
I don't know.
They're gonna be
but
able
I
to.
feel like
I don't think. I think that's the whole thing is blown out of proportion.
I still think it's relevant though. I also think it's
relevant, but I think that's like one of the that's not going to define if he's good or not. Oh well, his defense was better, so that's why he had a bad year. I don't think it's going to happen. Like
Sure.
Carson Palmer had a good defense last year. He was very good. Cam Newton had one of the best defenses in the league. He was pretty good. Anthony Tyrod Taylor at 9.
yeah, I feel like
Board the hype train.
I feel like in fantasy you're gonna go for people who could give you like a 90-yard rushing game and a touchdown.
The thing I have against Tyrod Taylor is they don't throw the ball a lot. They throw the ball the least.
Yeah, I agree.
They were 31st in passing attempts.
I mean, his final stretch when Sammy Watkins was healthy, 25, 28. That's pretty good. 17, 26, 11, 18. Not bad. And he was rushing for a lot.
Yeah, the last like 6 games he had like 7 attempts, 8 attempts, 9 attempts, 14 attempts, and 10 rushing attempts.
This is rushing?
Yeah,
he,
rushing.
he ran a lot.
Damn.
So
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
if you're in a league that like rewards rushing like more, it's definitely. I mean, because I wouldn't like how many yards he didn't throw for 300 yards one time the entire year. So
Didn't need to.
Yeah,
though.
no, you're just drafting
banking
him
on him
for
running, yeah.
abilities.
He also had to deal with chest, MCL, ankle, and shoulder injuries.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to go away this year though. If he's running the ball a lot, he's going to get hit a lot.
Makes sense.
I
He's
don't
in
know.
a contract year.
Yeah.
Plus Rex.
No, he
makes
did.
all
He already got a
quarterbacks
contract.
good.
Chris.
No,
Going
he's
in the offseason.
he just did. He just
He
did.
got
I
a
forgot
huge
about that.
contract.
Got to edit that out.
Yep. Whoopsies.
No, but I mean, at least he got a big contract, so you know they're like committed to him. He's not if he has a few bad games, but I like him. I wouldn't pick him as my star. I wouldn't trust him for an entire season.
Yeah, no,
think
if you
he's
draft
one of
him, you need a
But
handcuff.
I mean, you're ranking him at 9, which means that he's a low end QB1 for you.
Yeah.
So you would pick him.
Yeah.
You literally just contradicted yourself.
No, I said I would get him, but you're gonna need a handcuff because I think he's not gonna be healthy.
He would be my handcuff, I think.
Well, then who are
And
you
you
going
have
for?
The best handcuff in the league.
So you obviously want like a top 5 guy that we rank.
Well, I have Tyrod ranked 11th, so
I do too.
in a 10-team league, he would be a handcuff. I I would take Bortles over him. I could see myself taking Tyrod and Tom Brady or something like that,
Yeah.
I could totally see that.
right? Or Philip Rivers and just seeing how that, because I mean, do you guys like Philip Rivers? I think there's a
Yeah.
lot to like.
Yeah.
Do you remember Rivers was the first ranked? Oh wait, maybe it was 2 years ago.
He
was number 1 for a while.
he had a year with Ken Wisenhunt, Ken Wisenhunt was his offensive coordinator in 20. I think it was it was a few years ago, and then Ken Wisenhunt went to the Titans for 2 years, and they went like 3-20 or whatever. So then he went back to yeah, it was this year. It was 2013. Rivers. It was his only year as the offensive coordinator. Rivers he threw 70% completion percentage, 4,478 yards, 8.2 yards per attempt, which
That's
in
really
in the
good.
past 2 years he's gone 7.5 and 7.25. He threw for 32 touchdowns, and only 11 picks. So he was, I don't know what he finished in fantasy, but he was very, very good.
That is really good.
Yeah, so, and last year I think a big problem, besides Keenan Allen getting hurt, was the fact that they couldn't run the ball at all, even though Anthony loves that. I think it's actually a really bad thing for an offense when you can only do one thing. And Wisenhunt, when he was the offensive coordinator, Ryan Matthews put up like 1,400 yards, and I don't know how many touchdowns.
I remember that.
Philip also got hit like a ton last year.
And he
they
got nailed a ton.
They're
They were
getting
like
like
the second
they
to
got
last
three
ranked
new-
offense.
They got like 3 new offensive linemen now.
No, they did.
Yeah, they did. They
Nope,
drafted
they just
one.
got hurt.
They signed one.
No, they didn't. They signed Matt Slauson, and everyone else is the same, but everyone else got hurt.
So that's they
Yeah.
signed
I
one.
can name you the. It's Joe Barksdale, Orlando Franklin, Matt Slauson, King Dunlap, and DJ Fluker. That's our offensive line.
Some great names in there.
Oh yeah, it's actually not a bad group. Like on Pro Bowl Focus, it says like this offensive line was terrible last year. My mom is screaming right now. But can you shut up? They said it was horrible last year because it got hurt, but if they stayed healthy, it actually could be a good group. But literally everybody.
PFF has them at 29.
I know, but read what they say. They say it could actually be a good group, but last year they were horrible because everybody got hurt.
Yeah, you're right. I'm reading it now. They had one guy play 1,100
Yeah,
or more
Barksdale.
snaps. Yeah.
So anyway, I think if they stay healthy, I don't see why. I think it'd be very difficult for Philip Rivers to not be a top 10 quarterback.
You need Keenan Allen healthy too.
Well, yeah, but
You can't just go with.
It's all
Is
about
Malcolm
health.
Floyd still on that team?
who?
Malcolm Floyd.
I have no idea.
Yeah, yeah.
They have like Dontrell Inman. Like
Yeah, they got Gates though.
they have Gates. Yeah, I guess.
Who's chasing
Danny
the
Woodhead.
record?
They just dumped the ball off too. I mean, I think they'll be fine. Okay, who else we got? Oh my God, this is ridiculous. What do you guys think of Eli? Anthony has him at 11. Chris, you have him at 9. I have him at 14 just because I hate him.
You have who at 14 because you hate him? Sorry.
Oh my God, it's a disaster. Eli Manning.
Why do you hate? Oh, just because you like don't like him as a person.
I just would never trust him as my quarterback.
He's like perfectly capable.
Like, sure, you'll get a good amount of interceptions
Let's look at his
from him, but the yardage is definitely going to be there.
He's very inconsistent. Like his numbers are
I hate that. I need the
7,
consistency.
8, 6,
Because if your
12.
week where your quarterback doesn't do well, you're pretty much screwed. Because that's
Yeah.
like 20 points you just don't get. They're the most important position.
Yeah, I agree. And like, it's like looking at his numbers, it's so scary. Like 7, 8,
Dude,
6, 12, 14, 13, 7.
Yeah, but
Like
it's
I was
always
saying,
higher
not
than
Philip
Wood.
Rivers. Carson Palmer, his lowest game was 16. Eli had
Yeah.
7, 6, 9, 8. Actually, but besides that, he was pretty good. He had 38 points against New Orleans. That's not too shabby.
That was basically.
I remember
yeah,
that.
that's when they
like,
both
every
threw for
throw
like
was a
5.
touchdown.
Yeah, Breeze went nuts too. I
Really not-
forgot about that.
How did he finish 9th? It's just those. I guess it's only 3 games, but he had 4 single-digit games. He had under 15. He had like 3 more, so 2 more. I don't know. I just will never take him. I don't think anyone should be in a
They
position.
did add Sterling Shepard.
Yeah. Who I know
But
you
their defense
love,
also got a lot better.
which is bad. I mean, you can't just keep making that argument because it's either, you can just. spit
I'm
that
just
which
saying.
one.
I'm just
Defense
saying.
got better.
It's not an argument. I'm
Next
just
guy,
saying.
defense got worse.
Also,
more.
they're saying that Cruz is going to be back, but they're all delusional for that.
Cruz is done.
He's
Cruz-
never going to play another snap in his
No.
career.
I don't know. Do they even have a tight end on the roster?
Larry
Will
Donnell.
Ty.
Who?
Will Ty. And Larry
Larry
Donnell.
Donnell.
Oh, I forgot about Larry.
Larry Donnell is, might be the least athletic person I've ever seen in my whole
He
life.
just reminds me of Jeff Cumberland, like someone that just is always on the team for no reason.
He falls down every time he makes a catch. It's insane. He looks so
Going
stupid.
hard. Sounds like Jeff Cumberland. Like he never recorded a catch for everybody. He was just always on the team. Like, third string tight end. Jeff. All right. All right.
So after that,
Brady. Where would you guys feel comfortable taking Brady? Would you take Tom Brady over Rivers or Roethlisberger or Taylor?
no.
Um,
Taylor, yes.
Are you-
Taylor, yes.
Over Taylor?
I'd take him over Taylor.
He was
I
the
might-
third best quarterback last year.
Yeah, his
I think
numbers
I'd
are
even
crazy,
take him
too.
ahead of Breeze, to be honest,
He's not. He's.
You take him ahead of Breeze?
because
Wow, that's nuts.
if you draft like Matt Ryan, I doubt is even getting drafted, but I know Joe doesn't like this stat, but he has like his first 3 or 4 games are against defenses that were like the worst top.
Matt Ryan.
Yeah, the lowest top 5.
Why do you have to pick Matt Ryan?
No, I'm just saying like a quarterback who
Anyone?
never gets drafted. Matt Ryan has.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could pick and choose for the first 4 weeks and
His
be.
first 4 games are against like defenses that were ranked in the last 10.
I was listening to the fantasy footballers, and they said that like they would pick a quarterback or two, I think 1 quarterback every week that you could stream in like any league, and by the end of the year they like took all the points that those quarterbacks scored, and they ended up with like the 6th best quarterback. in
That's
fantasy
crazy,
football.
because I was just going to... That wasn't Number Fire?
No, that was in the fantasy footballers
Because
podcast.
JJ Zachariason, who does... It's like Last Round Quarterback. He has like a website and he does a podcast every week with this other guy. And they did the same exact thing. And
But
they
they
ended up
finished
with like the
up
QB4 or QB5
Yeah.
or something like that.
So
Which is ridiculous.
like I think that there's a big difference in drafting Brady and drafting Le'Veon Bell, because quarterbacks you can easily like almost get the same value, but if you draft Le'Veon Bell in the first round or 2, then you're definitely not going to get close to the same. Like, you know, you can't just throw in whatever Amir Abdullah and expect to get the same
Yeah.
value. Like, you can literally pick a guy in the last round, and
I
You'll
mean,
be okay.
D'Angelo Williams did well, but D'Angelo's also going.
well, you've also got to take him like the 8th round or something. So
Yeah.
now you're taking 2 guys. So, I mean, Tom Brady, I would consider taking him over Philip Rivers just because I think his ceiling is higher. I don't know.
I just like...
Over Ben for sure.
I could see it, but I'm just not going to do it, I think.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, I think in most leagues there's just going to be the guy that's like Tom Brady, like, or like we have Sticky.
It's like Stiggy's going to do it.
Yeah.
Like, Stiggy's a lock to do it.
Tom Brady. I love how Sticky took Tom Brady. He took him like 100, and then I don't even think he knew about the suspension, and then it just like got lifted. Like, okay. All right. All right, guys. How about Captain Kirk?
I
CC,
love
I
him.
know you love. Oh, you love him. You have him at 13.
I love him.
It's not love.
Nah, I mean,
Yeah.
who am I supposed to put him over?
Why you have Eli over Philip Rivers,
Yeah, why do I have that?
Roethlisberger, Kirk Cousins? He
Alright.
he is. Everyone loves Kirk Cousins, and I just don't want us to forget that
Look at
he
his
is
weapons.
Kirk Cousins. It's weapons.
Deshaun Jackson, Jordan Reed,
Ooh.
Matt Jones is a good running back.
Ooh.
Pierre Garcon. They just drafted Josh Doxson.
Pierre
Watch out for my article.
Yeah, rookie wide receiver, baby.
Josh Doxson is a beast. I have to go eat
Alright.
dinner.
All right.
Sorry about that.
And this has just been a test run anyway. We're not gonna upload
This
this.
isn't gonna get posted.
All
It's
right.
been live though, so hopefully we have 0 viewers.
Oh god, I hope you have 0 viewers. All right. Guess we'll try this again tomorrow.
You don't want to do it
Goodbye.
later tonight?
I could do it later maybe, but it depends. My house is like very small and everyone screams.
Okay.
I'll see what I can do. All right.
Well,
Bye.
let me know. Bye.